Hello everyone, today in this video we will fight against the advanced character of our world around us, and this time we will look at the cases that happened recently in Western European, mainly in German swimming pools. And the issue I would like to discuss is not the quality of water in the swimming pool, that it was dirty or stinky. No, it's not the case. I mean, the issue I would like to discuss is the problem of amateurs of not swimming, but amateurs of women's beauty who would like to try to use this woman's beauty without the ladies' permissions. Of course, here I'm referring to the so-called immigrants from the different parts of the world who do not belong to any very much civilized cultures, and they in their own cultures do not see women, and they do not have in most cases access to them unless they are married, unless family organizes something for them and they are married. If not, they do not have any access to women, and they even do not see majority of their bodies. They never see it live. So this is one of the reasons why they cannot behave well, and they are also pampered by the European political correctness and welfare system, so they think they can do whatever they want. So here we touch the first problem, that these people became a political tool to differentiate people within Western European countries, and of course old rule divide and conquer. By differentiation of people, Western European business political elites hope to rule the population they are now currently ruling a little bit longer, and they decided to rule them by crisis. Of course, this is the beginning of the end. If it doesn't improve, all will finish with horrible collapse and nothing good will come out of it. But as of now, we see that this crisis in swimming pools, it's a very symptomatic thing, because we see how one civilization is not able to accommodate newcomers, and actually newcomers now in used in the numbers far higher than the ones that would be really needed to divide population, and to make people busy with themselves and to rule by crisis. Typical behavior of the falling societies and the mindless brain dead elites that really don't know how to solve the problems of the countries they are supposed to rule. So now we see that why we have problems, I mean, Western European societies, especially with these newcomers, because our cultures and civilizations are currently no longer attractive for anyone to join them, because we actually rejected our own values, and majority of people follow the stupid leftist ideas and simple consumptionism, so materialistic way of life. And here, with such an approach, you cannot just simply attract many people to follow you, so assimilation is not possible. Also, there is a problem on the other side, that Europe, with the welfare system it has still developed and working, attracts only amateurs of social welfare who come to new places just simply to grab some money and enjoy life without working. So these people are not interested in any assimilation, because once they assimilate, they use their own privileges as the ones who are using and abusing social welfare, and are even encouraged to do so. So why are these people different than Western Europeans? Because they are encouraged by Western European countries' politics to be different, and not the proper people to emigrate are selected, only the amateurs of the welfare state. And as I always mention, social margin will always stay social margin. Such offer for the welfare state amateurs attracts mainly the members of the social margin of the southern countries, and the members of the social margin, wherever they are, they will stay social margin. They will simply join the local social margin in the place where they come. We have also many historical examples that if the culture of the state was strong, like Byzantine Empire, it was able to assimilate many newcomers who were serving for it, dying for it, and even restoring it. One of my favorite examples is the Byzantine Empire in the 9th century, really in a crisis from the 7th century, Muslim conquest, barbaric invasions in Europe, Longobards and so on, Avars and many other also civil wars, but somehow Byzantine Empire recovered, became a powerful state again, thanks to so-called Macedonian dynasty, established by Basili I. And Basili I is called Macedonian because his family came from Macedonia, but the situation was not so easy and straightforward because originally, ethnically, the family was Armenian, coming from the Armenian settler soldiers who, about 2 weeks before, came to Asia Minor to serve in Byzantine army and become Hellenized, and later they were simply used by the Byzantine authorities to establish new settlements in those days Macedonia. That's why they got a nickname, the Macedonians, and to defend these lands against the invasion of the tribes from the north on Balkans. So this is a very funny story how the first founder of one of the most powerful Byzantine dynasties called Macedonian dynasty due to the fact of their geographic land of origin, but ethnically this dynasty was Armenian. So we see how complex the Byzantine population was, but every one of them was perfectly Hellenized, raised with Homer and other classics of Greek culture, plus Orthodox Christianity religion. So we see that the great culture of Byzantine Empire had enough power to assimilate these people. The same we can say that even during its worst crisis, Chinese culture, conquered by Jurchen, Khitans, Mongols, Huan dynasty, after conquest, first, second, third generation was completely Sinicized, so Chinesized, one would say, and these dynasties were Chinese because Chinese culture, like Byzantine culture on the West, absorbed them quickly. So the main core of the civilization was preserved. Why such things do not happen in Europe? There are two reasons. The newcomers are too numerous in too short time, they are used politically to differentiate people, and local populations are actually degraded. They follow the consumptionist and materialistic way of life, plus leftist ideology like LGBT and so on, that discourage newcomers to assimilate and mix with them. There is no cultural magnetic power that was present with Byzantine and Chinese culture, for instance, to assimilate newcomers, who are, by the way, too numerous to do it quite quickly nowadays, and also used politically. So for newcomers, it's profitable to be different than the others because they profited thanks to the politics of the government that uses their presence to manipulate the entire population according to the old rule, divide and conquer. So this is how I see that, uh, and history will always teach us. We only need to study it and make proper conclusions. And the way to solve our problems is to learn from the past and apply these solutions into our reality. If it happens soon for Europe, we will see, but in my opinion, I don't see such movements or ideas among current European business political elite. So seemingly, if it continues like this, we will get disintegrated and divided into small new political organism ruled by the newcomers. All the best, have a nice day, bye.